Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to TNC, the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. My name is Mendoza, streaming live from Pasig City.
And I am Mapette, streaming live also from Pasig City. This is Healthline.
Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our fourth episode. We're here to serve you every Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. to help you, especially those who have health issues as well as those who just want to feel better and look better. If it's your first time to tune in to our new show, welcome to the listeners on board.
In every episode of Healthline, you will hear and get updated with the latest news, health news and views, and hear tips from our health experts on how to keep a healthy lifestyle and deal with various health challenges.
Hindi lang yan. You will be entertained and inspired with real true-to-life stories of real people who were able to overcome their health crisis. So you can learn and have great hope.
And the best part, to hear something positive or a beautiful story that will make you smile against the darkness of our pandemic times. Isn't that great, Mon? So let's start the ball rolling.
The Manila Times reported just the other day that coronavirus pandemic appears to be accelerating worldwide, and with new cases soaring to a new 7-day high of 2 million, or 6% increase, or 10% in the Americas and Europe, the highest in a single week since the beginning. The US is the worst, which hit Brazil, continued to report the highest number of new deaths at 5,000 a week.
On the economic end, just as predicted, it would be a society and businesses are opening in many cities. It's only in Africa where a 12% drop has been experienced. The number of deaths, however, in most areas, good news is going down. Now, the United Nations reported hundreds of millions, hindi millions mo na, hundreds of millions of jobs
Oh,
are lost and workers suffering a massive drop in earnings.
wow.
Grabe, no? According to ILO, or the International Labor Organization, an equivalent of nearly 500 million full-timers, full-time jobs have been
Hmm,
lost. Grabe, di ba? Half a
grabe.
billion, na? Or translated to gross domestic product, or GDP, they call it, it's a 3.5 trillion drop. Okay? A devastating impact on jobs and income across the globe. So ILO, or International Labor, said it could even get worse. Wow.
Hmm. Well, if second waves of infection being will bring tighter restrictions and now lockdowns, the impact on the labor market could be comparable to the magnitude we saw in the second quarter of this year. And that's what we have to caution our government against, focusing on economy over health, over the response to the pandemic. Well, these are two things intertwined, and we need to balance very carefully.
Ramon, most governments are working naman on numerous fiscal stimulus package worth 9.6 trillion, which can shrunk the labor problem by 28%.
Hmm.
And low to middle income countries will get the least stimulus compared to rich countries, which should mean that we are on the lower end. Tayo ang hindi makakatanggap ng stimulus. Kaya napansin natin, yung mga barangay na may mga dati incentive, di ba? Hindi, konti na
Mhm.
lang or wala nang natatanggap. So, ibig sabihin, tayong mga poor countries ang kawawa talaga in this pandemic.
Hmm. Correct. Well, this is significant because we, being a poor country, will be the one who can get the least versus other countries, or none at all. What do you think, Mapette?
Again, given this dire scenario of our own survival, we must take care of ourselves. Sariling sikap na lang mon. So which means we need to be more vigilant, no? To have the discipline to take care of ourselves. Kung walang tutulong sa atin, sino pa, di ba? So, kailangan i-follow natin strictly yung social distancing, yung wearing ng face mask, hand washing thoroughly, and sanitizing everything that may come from any possible contaminant. Such as, alam mo, yung mga home delivery natin sa Lazada or sa mga Grab food na yan. Pwedeng panggalingan po yan ng kung ano-anong virus, di po ba? Kaya kung hindi niyo po na-sanitize, lagot kayo, di ba? So we also need to avoid areas where there is possibility of contact. Kunyari, restaurants, supermarkets, whenever possible. Pwede naman pumunta, pero wag lang madalas. Nagiging kampante na kasi tayo, Mon, eh. Napansin ko sa SM, kagagaling ko lang last week. Abay, puno ng tao. Akala mo normal. Abay, ang traffic, akala mo normal. Parang walang COVID. Sabi ko, aba, kampante na yung mga tao, di ba? Pero hindi nila alam, the virus is just lurking just around the corner. So, sabi ko nga dito, posibleng hindi ounce of prevention. A kilo of prevention is better than a ton of cure. Or prevention is better than hospitalization. Alam nyo ba, ang halaga ng COVID pag na-hospital kayo is 1.5 million to treat a patient. At walang guarantee na mabubuhay ka pag gumastos ka ng ganong kalaki. Kaya ingat po tayong lahat. Talagang ingat at huwag magpabaya kahit konti. Yun.
Mhm.
Let's move on.
Well, in our last episode, last Wednesday, our Dr. Renan Dungog shared and talked thoroughly on how we can deal huh, with cell-mediated infection, right? Such as the coronavirus on our own terms, within our capacity. Okay, uh,
Yes.
through the use of the wonder molecule, according to him, were explained in science. He explained it scientifically, diba? How it
Mon,
really is possible.
yes.
Mhm.
And he will be coming in later, kaya maririnig din natin siya ulit. Wala pa siya sa
Oh, that's
studio, di
really
ba?
good. Yeah. Anyway,
Tama.
this is our
So,
part
in the
two.
meantime, oo, papasok siya sa part 2. For our next segment, our guest are ay, sorry, mag-aano pala tayo. Station break. Nakalino. After kay Doc na lang, after dito. For our next segment, no, we will be hearing from people who will share their true-to-life experience when they encountered health challenges like some of you. Excited ako marinig ito nun kasi magbibigay siya ng pag-asa or hope,
Mm.
especially to the hopeless.
Mm.
Kasi mga hopeless cases itong maririnig nila. Listen
Mm.
well because you might learn a thing or two. Okay, Mon, please introduce.
Well, our
Ako
guest
na
is.
lang. Ako
Oh, ikaw
mag-introduce.
na lang. Sige, it's okay.
Ako
You
na
do it.
lang? Or do you have it? Do
Yeah,
you
I
have
have it.
it? Kasi, okay, get it.
Well, our guest is a senior citizen from the beautiful city of waterfalls of Mahayhay, Laguna. He was a former OFW for 30 years and worked as a
Wow.
medical X-ray technologist at a government hospital in Saudi Arabia. Now, his previous work probably is the reason to this condition, which is stage 4 prostate cancer. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Levi M. Famisaran.
Hi, Sir
Morning,
Mon. Dito
Levi.
Mapette.
Hi, how are you, Levi?
Morning.
Thank
Morning.
you, Sir Mon.
Good afternoon, Sir
At Tito
Levi.
Mapette. Po. Maraming salamat po sa magandang introduction. Tito Mapette, mga kasama sa studio, mga kaibigan at nakikinig sa programang ito ng The New Channel, Healthline. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Mangyari pong samahan niyo ako sa aking paglalakbay mula sa isang kasakitan hanggang sa isang kagalingan. Noong pong December 2019, ako po ay dumalaw sa aking kapatid at ako po ay nagulat sa reaksyon nila nung makita ako. Sabi ko, bakit ganyan ang halos hindi niyo ako nakilala? Ang sabi ng aking kapatid, Kuya, bakit ganyan lang yung itsura mo ngayon? Bagsak na bagsak ang iyong katawan, halos nga hindi kita makita. Hindi nga ako makapaniwala na ikaw nga yan. So nagsimula po ang aking paglakbay sa isang kasakitan sa ganito. At nung simula po, ang lahat na ako'y nakaranas ng hirap sa pag-ihi, kasabay ng aking naramdaman na dalawang bukol po sa aking lower colon, dalawang malalaking bukol na sanhi po ito ng napakasakit na aking nararamdaman sa aking katawan. So, sabi ko, ano kaya ito? Talaga pong ako na-stress dahil sa kalagayan ito. At sa matinding sakit po sa buong katawan, ako po ay hindi makatulog, hindi makakain dahil nawala na rin po ako ng gana sa pagkain. Kaya't nung una po akong hinikayat ng aking mga anak at asawa na magpa-check up, ay hindi muna po ako bumayag dahil sa ang iniisip ko po ay yung gastusin. Nagkataon naman na that time, medyo kapos po kami sa pinansyal na pangangailangan. Kaya hanggang sa dumating ang punto na talagang bumagsak ang aking katawan ng masyado na kahit ang aking sarili ay ayaw kong tingnan sa salamin. Para akong isang buhay na kalansay. Napakahirap po. Kahit ako po ay pumayag na magpa-check up, kaya't nung June 7, 2019, kami po ay lumuwas na Maynila at sinuri po ang aking dugo at nag-underwent po ako sa CT scan at ultrasound. Mangyari pong akin pong babasahin sa inyo ang
malulungkot
resulta
ako.
na babasahin ko po ang resulta ng aking examination. Sa laboratory po ay sinasabi sa dito na mataas ang aking prostate specific antigen o PSA. Umabot po ng 100 at ang normal value po dito ay 4.00 ng per ml. Pangalawa po, ang CT scan po ay ganito ang naging resulta. According sa impression po ng radiologist na bumasa sa aking CT scan ay sabi dito, mayroon akong enlarged prostate gland consistent with a primary malignancy. Multiple enlarged lymph nodes as described, likely metastatic. Pangatlo po, osseous metastasis. Ibig pong sabihin nito, yung akin pong cancer cells ay umabot na at kumalat na sa aking mga buto. So, ang nakakalungkot pa po, ito, dito po sa resulta ng akin pong ultrasound, ay tungkol po naman ito doon sa aking problema sa colon. Nakita po dito sa resulta na mayroong dalawang heterogeneous solid masses in the pelvic region na nagsusukat ng 8.6 by 6.4 cm at ang isa pa po ay 10.8 by 7.3 cm respectively. Kaya nung sinabi ng doktor sa akin na sa aking asawa, parang mahirap na akong makarecover dahil nga po ay nasa stage po na po ang kondisyon ng aking kalusugan. Kaya talagang sa aking palagay ay nabibilang na ang aking araw sa mundong ito. Ako lamang po ay niresitahan ng doktor ng pampatulog dahil hindi nga po ako makatulog, pain reliever, at pampagana sa pagkain. Timely naman po na ako'y nakakilala ng isang kaibigan na nagngangalang Ana Norwena Casinyo at si Ma'am Carol Ann Esmas na involved po sila sa isang malaking immune research company specializing po sa immune booster molecule. So, kaagad-agad po ay nag-take ako ng wonder molecule, mega dose, at pagkatapos po ng 48 hours, ay malaking pagbabago po sa aking naramdaman. Yung sakit sa aking katawan at sa aking pagtulog ay nakatulog ako ng maayos. Hanggang sa tinuloy-tuloy ko po ang aking pag-inom nito. After 3 months po ay bumalik kami sa doktor at doon ko nalaman na ang akin pong PSA ay naging normal. Yung dalawang bukol po sa colon ko ay parang natunaw at nawala. Nanumbalik na rin po ang aking katawan at masasabi kong ang wonder molecule na ito na aking na laman dahil sa aking dalawang kaibigan ito ay talaga pong isang napakagandang regalo ng Panginoon dahil sa ang ating mga problema, ang ating mga problema sa ating kalusugan ay nagkaroon ng isang advanced solution na magbibigay sa atin ng pag-asa upang mabuhay ng may katigasayan at mag-enjoy pa tayo ng mahabang buhay sa mundong ito. Tunay po na napakaganda ng produktong ito at masasabi ko po sa mga tao na nakaranas ng ganitong problema sa kalusugan, narito po ang isang produkto na magbibigay sa atin ng magandang pag-asa, magbibigay sa atin ng lakas ng loob na kahit tayo ay tamaan ng matinding sakit, ay narito lang ang solusyon para tayo ay gumaling sa ating kalusugan. Kaya't mahalaga na magtiwala lamang tayo sa Panginoon at ating angkinin ang pangakong ito ng kagalingan sa ating buhay. At sana ay ma-inspire kayo, magkaroon kayo ng interes na malaman at makilala ang produktong ito upang magkaroon kayo ng confidence na gumamit nito. Maraming salamat po, Ramon, Tita Mapette, sa pagkakataong ito na ako ay binigyan na mag-share sa inyo ng aking magandang karanasang ito. Maraming salamat po muli. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Wow, thank you so much, Levi.
Thank you, Sir Levi.
Kaya lang tinatawag mo akong tita, mas matanda ka sa akin. Okay. But kagila-gilaras ang naging
paggalang po.
Naging experience mo, no? Isa siyang mirakulo. Imagine mo, stage 4, tapos 0 cancer in just a few months. Tama ba? Less than 1 year yung paggaling mo, tama?
Opo.
Ilang buwan?
3 months po ay
Ilang buwan yun?
3 months. 3 months po ay
lang?
Hindi po. Opo.
3 months lang yung stage 4?
Opo.
Wow!
3 months lang po.
Mahal ka ng Diyos. Alam mo, nakaka-relate ako sa iyo, Levi, kasi yung brother-in-law ko na taga Virginia, USA, ano siya, 83 years old din. Mas matanda sa iyo. Pero stage 4 colon cancer din siya, pareho mo, no? Ginamit din niya yung Wonder Molecule. Nung nalaman namin July, syempre, pinentuhan namin, nag-uminom siya, mega dose din, ito parang ang ginawa mo. Tapos, papunta kami ng US ng September, sabi namin, baka hindi na namin maabutan. So, pinamega dose talaga namin. Alam mo ba, by September, 3 months later, kapareho sa'yo, 0 cancer. At back to normal ang buhay niya. At sabi ng doktor, pwede pa rin siyang mabuhay ng 100 years old. O diba?
Wow.
So,
sana po ako ganoon din.
Ibang klase. Baka ikaw din, Levi, hanggang 100 para magkaroon ka ng 100,000 sa gobyerno. Okay? Pareho kayong isang miracle. Kaya pala, ang tawag dito sa Wonder Molecule, na to, ay miracle molecule din. So, they're referring it both ways, Wonder Molecule or Miracle Molecule. Now, Mon, do you have a question from the audience for Levi or yourself as a health expert?
Talagang
pwede natin basahin.
Naging speechless ako sa kanyang sharing, Mapette.
Oo.
Grabe, 3 months lang, prostate cancer stage 4 pa naman. So, siguro maraming matutulungan sa sharing ni Levi. No?
Sana nga po.
Kung merong mga comments dito, basahin natin. Tingnan natin kung anong sasabihin nila.
Ayun.
Direct.
Ayan, si Gloria Abanyo Pedrol. Congratulations, Tito Levi.
Yeah, okay.
Fans to Levi.
Moko Alcacid says, congrats. God bless you.
Salamat po.
Gloria Abanyo Pedron, napakabait ng Panginoon sa iyo dahil nakilala mo si Wonder Molecule.
Totoo pong wonder.
Mapette, you want to read?
Hindi ko mabasa.
Okay, ako
Si Maki, meron pa bang padala?
Ito, Victoria Ferrer. Grabe! Sisiw lang talaga. Sisiw lang, stage 4 cancer. 2 pa, 3 months to 0 cancer. to live 100 years old pa.
Grabe, no?
Thanks,
Alam mo,
Victoria.
alam mo, Mon, yung mabuhay lang ng isang tao, yun ang the greatest gift of all, di ba?
Oh,
Yung
yeah.
nataningan na, tapos
Hmm.
nabuhay pa, the greatest gift of all. Grabe talaga.
Yeah, the gift of
Meron pa ba
life.
tayo mga, yes, the gift of life. So,
May mga comments
congratulations,
pa.
Levi.
Tignan natin
Meron
kay
pa, meron
Direct.
pa.
Diane Lim Sabo. Wow, miracles happen talaga. Mhm. And Gloria Abanya Pedron again. Congratulations, Tito Levi Famisaran. There's always hope. Thank you for sharing by Diane Lim Sabo. Susan Otara. Wow, miracle healing talaga. Praise God.
Yes.
Christian Jelly Nunez. Sobrang miracle ang Wonder Molecule. Can help a lot of people sa mga sakit. Thanks, Christian. Okay, so,
Okay. So, with
let's,
Levi sharing,
mhm.
would you like to talk on this, Mon?
Yeah, let's get a little scientific background on what this wonder molecule is about. No? According to Dr. Dungog yesterday, last Wednesday, and also from Dr. Vinida during our first launch, di ba? Ano daw ba ang nagagawa nitong wonder molecule? Bakit natulungan yung cancer ni Sir Levi, ano? Well, unang-una po, ang sabi nga nila ay ang wonder molecule ay will give your immune system memory, no? Will give your immune system ability to become intelligent. So intelligence, intuition, and then nutrition. Kasi yung wonder molecule na sinasabi mo ay according to these doctors has the ability to educate the immune system with billions of natural vaccines. No? Parang natural lang coming from the cows, white blood cells and the chickens. No? So with that, nagkakaroon sila ng idea kung sino yung ma-recognize nila ng mga cancer antigen, tumor antigens, ganyan. Kaya uma-atake agad sila. And then with the power of this intelligence, nag-iiwan sila ng memory sa immune system. Which means that since memory is the objective, is the goal of every vaccine, so nabigyan siya ngayon ng memory. So memory is the gift of wonder molecule to the immune system, which is the highest form of immunity. So nandyan na yan, so that's intelligence. Yun namang pangalawa, yung intuition. Yun naman yung ability to give the immune system the ability to differentiate or to recognize self from non-self, thereby eliminating autoimmunity problems. So kung may mga inflammation na nangyayari, tulad ng mga bukol, mga ganyan, kaya niyang lutasin, no? At paliitin. Kasi yung inflammation ay nawawala. At ang pangatlo ay ang nutrition. So it has the ability to boost, di ba, according to these doctors, it has the ability to boost the immune system by 437%, which is very, very strong compared to the rest of the other supplements. That's why it is shown that it can multiply your immune system cells and replace your infected cells with new cells that are regenerated by the body itself. Kaya it's a natural healing kasi it's using the immune system by empowering it. So the immune system heals itself. So it's not really a cure, no? The wonder molecule is the aid which educates, boosts, and balance. So it aids the immune system so that the immune system will be the one to heal itself. Okay? So it's the way it goes. Ang ginawa lang niya is to boost your immune system, balance it, and at the same time, fill it with unlimited education. So yan ang napakaganda na ginamit mo, Sir Levi, kasi makinig ka doon sa mga sinasabi ng mga doktor, kung ano talaga ang maganda at mainam para sa katawan. So congratulations, Sir Levi, for
Salamat
that
po.
and for sharing it to the world. And by that, you are helping actually countless of people who need your sharing today.
Opo. Opo.
Thank you so much.
Salamat po,
Sir
Sir
Levi.
Mon. Salamat po. Maraming
Ramon,
salamat.
Ramon,
Are
tama
we
si...
ready for Dr.
Wait.
Dungog?
Ay,
Direct?
Dr. Dungog here? Sabi,
Salamat po, Sir
anyway,
Levi.
before
Maraming
si
salamat.
Dr. Dungog, I'd like to say something, no? Tama si Socrates, sabi niya, body
Before,
heal thyself.
let's have Muna. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mapette.
Okay. So with Levi sharing, we know now that cancer at whatever stage or age, may hope pa rin. As long as you enable your immune system become strong and balanced, as Mon has said, to fight your disease through the use of the wonder molecule. Truly amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us with your story of victory, Levi. Papasok na ba si Dr. Dungog? Or
Let's
not yet?
have muna a break.
Kasi if not, announcements muna. Studio
Yeah.
break. Go ahead, Mon.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because we'll be discussing more with Dr. Dungog in a while. So let's have a break. Thanks again. Please stand by.
Thank you for staying tuned in. Mon, do the honors. Oh, the doctor is in, right? Do the honors of introducing him.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to meet again our guest last Wednesday, who is Dr. Renan Dungog. He's actually one of the top doctors in the South, okay, in one of the finest hospitals in Cebu. And he's also very open in terms of natural remedies. And he's a very good family man. His wife is also a doctor, a pediatrician, and he's always into a webinar and always helping other people. One of the most sought after speakers. And here he is. We would like to call in now our endocrinologist and internist, Dr. Renan Dungog.
Hi, Mon.
Hello, Doc. How are you po?
Ay,
Yeah.
medyo photofinish Medyo
Good
madami
afternoon,
pasyente
Doc.
ngayon. Ay, good
How
afternoon.
are
See you
you?
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, heavy
I
ang
know
traffic
you're
masyado.
very
Yeah.
busy. So
Yeah,
so traffic, ano?
just
In
came from the
Cebu, no?
clinic. Anyway, Mon, all I can say is,
Yeah.
by the
Mm.
way, narinig ko pa yung testimony ni Levi. So it just shows that you can never underestimate the power of the body to heal. Mon, do you hear me, Mon?
Mm.
Mon,
Yes,
do
I
you?
can. Continue, Doc. Yes.
Anyway, since we're talking about this, wonder molecule. Actually, this wonder molecule works or is sourced from our own immune system. Actually, this is part of us already. So the more we should embrace this molecule. Anyway, the body is composed of organ systems, and it's like they operate together in unison to give us the utmost perfect function of the body. But asking about protection, it's the role of the immune system that protects us from harm. Okay. The good thing about the immune system is, it is well equipped, and it acts in a modulating pattern, meaning hindi na siya hindi kagaya sa medications or what other interventions na one way lang. What I mean by modulation, it balances the system, meaning pag kailangan mag-atake, aatake siya, kung kailangan aatras din siya. But ang pinaka-ano na character or how do you call that? Ang pinaka-ano na property nitong immune system natin kasi pwede mo siyang turuan. Saka ang maganda nito, medyo matalino siya Every time it encounters a problem, whether it's infection or any kind of problem within the system or the body, it has the ability to remember the whatever experience the system undergoes. Ang maganda lang dyan, just like the plasma or the antibody that we source from our own blood, but the only difference is the plasma antibodies or yung medyo kilala ngayon na plasma transfusion is sourced from the usual component of our immune system. So we can find that doon sa yung tinatawag natin plasma or sabaw. Kaya nga tinatawag siyang humoral kasi it deals with fluid. Okay, but before siya ma-acquire, there is already immunity again that is formed in the front line or in our cell-mediated immunity. By the way, ang front line natin is yung innate immune system, now which is present in everybody and even in all mammals and vertebrates. And the good thing, based again on discoveries, that the wonder molecule that is responsible for sharing immunity to all species in all mammals for that matter, which we also belong, meaning it's non-species specific, so it is universal. This immunity information can be shared by every member of the mammal group. Okay. Ang advantage lang sa wonder molecule kasi within the first 24 hours, actually, it works right away. Kasi sa antibodies kasi, or sa, like example, if you get the vaccine, I have nothing against the vaccine. No? It's just like getting the infection. Let the body interact with the vaccine or interact with the infectious agent, then luckily, if we recover from the infection and if we develop an immune response to the vaccine, there is a production or there is knowledge that is produced. No? And ito yung ginagamit ng katawan itong sa vaccine na whatever antibodies we get, ginagamit sa pag-fight the infection. But in the cell-mediated or sorry, the background is Okay. Hello. Anyway, while in the cell-mediated immunity, do you still hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The immunity we gather from or we get from the cell-mediated immunity is immediate kaagad yun, no? It responses to any, hindi siya specific eh. Kaya kung sino man yung virus na papasok or sino yung makikita niya abnormal within the system, pati cancer cells kasali na dyan, or even autoimmune problems, meaning merong component sa ating immune system na nagloko, kaya nga yung autoimmune na sakit, valid, it's now the immune system going against our own tissues or organs, depende kung saan siya tatama. Kasi ang nature kasi ng katawan, it follows the principle of the self and non-self. Ibig sabihin, pag sarili ng katawan, ibig sabihin nakatag na yan, nakamark na yan, hindi yan aatakihin ng immune system mo. But if there is something that is abnormal or if something foreign gets inside the body, whether it's a pathogen, whether microbial yan, any kind of protein for that matter, whether pagkain galing, kung ano-ano ba, kung any contamination na hindi markado ng katawan, aatakihin ang immune system yan. Okay. So, that is how the innate or the frontline works. And then, the humoral is, it now deals with the specific identity of whoever is invading us. And that will take 30 days or more. Kaya nga, don't expect a vaccine when you inject it now, it will work right away tomorrow. No. But in our cell-mediated immunity, once we get the wonder molecule, which is part of the information that results from the cell-mediated encounter of our T lymphocytes, or doon yan kinukuha sa WBC, immediately, it can right away translate or relay the message at that day. So meaning, i-reinforce niya kaagad. Kasi ang immune system kasi iba siya eh. Pag may naka-encounter siya ng anything wrong, right away, i-relay niya sa mga kasama yan. It is relayed, the information is relayed right away to reinforce the immune response within the area, not only within the area. It will even, through the dendritic cells, it relays other information doon sa mga kulani mo sa singit, sa lahat ng katawan, i-relay na yan. Kasi, if the virus establishes, kung siyang nakauna, baka ma-overwhelm yung system, baka hindi na kayanin. Not unless you are medyo bata-bata pa. That's why meron siyang mga identified na patients who are really at risk. Of course, the elderly, kasi that is expected. Our immune system would, everything, not only the immune system, would deteriorate as we age. Yung mga ka-chemotherapy, I'm not against chemotherapy. I'm a doctor, of course. And ang problema lang, it's the collateral damage on the immune system that goes with it. Kaya nga, yung iba, kaya nga pag nagbibigay kami ng chemo or whatever, yung pasyente, then do it again. Okay, ang tanong ko lang dyan sa mga kasama ko rin na, bago namin i-treat yung pasyente, we prepare the patient, no, to be immunologically strong. Pati utak, para kang pupunta ka kasi ng you're going into war pag nagkikimo ka, no? So that's why we check the heart, the kidneys, and everything. Kaya dito sa wonder molecule na to, I give it on my patients before they undergo the treatment to reinforce before. Kasi ang ano kasi dito, the oncologists are telling us na baka mag-interfere daw sa treatment nila. Sabi ko, sige, kung gano'n ang ano nyo, I will give it before treatment. Then, okay, sige, ibigay niyo yung treatment mo. Then, after doon, bugbog na yung immune system natin, ayusin mo na naman with the wonder molecule na yan. No? Para at least, they have lesser side effects sa treatment na binigay namin. So, kaya nga, yung mga patients who have malignancies or undergoing chemo or radiation or any kind of malignant or cancer intervention, hindi sila masyadong, they feel good even after treatment. di sila masyadong napapagod or nakakalbo or go into a lot of complications which is a result of the immune suppression. Anyway, yun if we no, there's nothing, wala naman tayong problem. Ako, I don't go against their treatment because this is also well studied. It has evidence also. But what I'm after is we also have to protect yung katawan kasi siya yung tatanggap sa lahat eh. Just like example, bigyan mo example ng antibiotics. If we get bacterial infection, of course we give antibiotics. Kasi pag kaya lang ng immune system mo, you don't reach a point na you're going to use antibiotics. Kaya nga sabi ko sa mga patients ko, iba talaga pag naka-maintain ka. Kasi pag naka-maintain ka, parating ready yung immune system mo. Pag ready yung immune, okay, it is well educated, you are ready to go to war. Kaya pag sa entry point pa lang, i-dispose mo na yung kalaban mo, whether it's a bacteria or it's a viral infection. So that gives a better chance na hindi tayo dadating sa punto na antibiotic or meron ng ibang gamot na ibibigay sa pasyente. I think and that's the reason why I was able to avoid myself to take antibiotics for 10 years. And even my high-risk patients, may kasabihan kasi pag diabetic ang na-infected, if we see a bad infection, we right away admit them, give them antibiotics. Okay, another thing, if you give the antibiotics, you only kill the bacteria or the offending organism. The another problem is, yun yung sabi, binaril mo yung kalaban, ang problema, sinong magliligpit sa patay? Pag hindi mo mailigpit yung patay na mikrobyo sa katawan, it adds more stress to the immune system or even to the body. So, ang may kagawa ng pagligpit ng patay, kasi kaya nga yung sinabi ko, hindi ang baril ang magliligpit sa patay, yung nagbaril. So,
Doc, can I interrupt you?
Yes. Yes, hello.
Doc, sobrang maganda. You have described the wonder molecule as almost super in its capabilities, no?
Yes.
Maybe one question is, why is it that the world has not recognized if we already have the advanced solution available? Is it denial? What is that? Or sticking to traditional medicine?
Alam mo, that's a very complicated question, so that's a very I think it boils down to money or business. Alam mo, dito kasi ang daming nasasarasaan. Yan yung mahirap.
Wow, totoo. Billion-dollar business. Billion-dollar business.
Kaya nga, what I'm, hindi naman ako, of course, I'm still a physician, I'm still a doctor, but why, there is something in us that is safe to use, and why don't we use it? And another thing, it doesn't conflict. Kaya nga, sabi ko nga sa mga ibang whatever supplements that are in the market, hindi kami kalaban. In fact, we complement with everybody. Kasi, hindi mo siya kayang tanggalin sa katawan eh. Hindi mo siya kayang tanggalin. Ang maganda lang, kaya mo siyang i-improve yung performance. Kagaya natin. When I was introduced first to this molecule, I had a lot of questions. It took me 2 years to believe the product. Okay, first, bakit hindi ako naniwala kaagad? Because I didn't bother to read on it. The doctor who
Doc,
that?
If you don't mind,
Yes.
we're kind of short of time. Maybe we can add to the value of your talk because we have a COVID patient on the board. His name is Bernie Adana. You might want to listen to him first. And then we can have question and answers again later. Okay lang po.
Okay.
So, Mon, you might want to introduce
Doc,
Bernie.
we'll
get back to you, Doc.
So, Doc,
Okay, you can let the
Okay,
patient.
we'll get back to you, Doc, after the story of Bernie, and then let's talk about it. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, we
Okay,
want to hear
we'd like
more
to
of it.
introduce to you um, Bernie Adana, who was actually sick with COVID-19. And he's the best one to share it with you. So let's hear it from Bernie. Welcome, Bernie.
Hello, maraming salamat po Tita Mapette, Sir Mon, at magandang hapon po sa lahat ng nanonood sa Healthline sa TNC. At ito po ang aking kwento. Dahil sa trabaho ko po sa cruise line na naglalayag ang barko sa buong mundo, masabi ko po na matiwasay kong naitaguyod ang aking pamilya kasama ang aking asawa na si Maki na isa namang college instructor. Masasabi na hindi po madali ang magpalaki ng 4 na anak na nagkukuleyo sa panahon ngayon dahil pareho kaming kumikita buwan-buwan ng sapat at naging maayos naman ang aming pamumuhay, komportable ika nga. Pero nang dumating ang COVID-19 sa mundo, bilang isang pandemya, para akong dinagukan ng tadhana. Bago mag-lockdown, nakauwi naman ako at ang mga kasama ko ay pinauwi rin sa Pilipinas. No work and no pay. Pati sa asawa ko, pareho kaming nawalan ng kita. Bilang padre di pamilya, nag-alala ako dahil mahabang pagka-standby na wala kaming income. Paano na ang mga araw na darating? Walang pagkukunan ng pera o dahil kahit walang work, tuloy-tuloy ang gastusin, di ba? Paano ang nangangailangan ang 8 miyembro ng pamilya kasama ang father ko na senior citizen na din? At bilang OFW, namuhay kami sa trabaho at sweldo buwan-buwan. At pag nasa bakasyon naman, nauubos ang ipon. Kaya kami ay nakakapag-loan, so utang na naman. Sa ngayon, wala kaming trabaho at sino ang magpapautang sa mahirap na panahon ng pandemic? Lahat medyo gipit. Pagkaraan ng 2 buwan, naka-standby sa bahay, nakaramdam ako ng depresyon na dati naririnig ko lang pero heto na, totoo pala. Ano ang gagawin ko kung pagbabarko lang ang nakasanayan kong trabaho? Bilang desperate measure, nag-try kami ng family ko na magbukas ng online food delivery pero buwis buhay. Delivery sa motorsiklo, then expose ka sa virus. Maganda lang sa simula ang negosyo pero hindi naman pare-parehas ang kita. So medyo hindi maganda para itaguyod. Tanging panalangin at kapit sa pananampalataya ang sandata ko. At bago ang mag-lockdown, buti na nasa isang hanap buhay na si Mrs. na online business. Noon una, wala sa loob ko kasi hindi ko linya. Pero sinuportahan ko siya dahil nakikita ko ang masaya sa mata ni Mrs. habang ginagawa niya ang negosyo. Nung dumating ang COVID, sobrang pasasalamat ko at natuklasan ni Mrs. itong online business dahil ito ang nagsustento at nagsuporta sa aming pamilya sa makalipas na buwan. Ang nakakatuwa sa loob ng 7 buwan, hindi na problema si Mrs. sa mga pambayad sa bills at iba pang gastusin sa bahay at hindi siya naghahanap ng sahod ko kaya naisip ko kung subukan na din itong samahan siya sa ginagawa niya. Kaya na-realize ko, narinig na pala ni Lord ang panalangin ko. Nasa tabi ko lang pala, hindi ko kaagad nakita. Dito natuto ako magtrabaho ng online sa loob ng 2 oras kada araw lang at maganda with full-time pay. Sa una, kalahati ng sahod sa barko, kaya palang kitahin dito ng hindi kayod marino. At pwedeng panglagpasan ng naging kampante at panatag ang kalooban ko. Isinama namin ang aming mga anak at natuto rin silang gawin ang negosyo. So parang family business na din. Dahil nag-i-enjoy kaming mag-anak sa online business, sinishare lang sa mga kaibigan sa Facebook. So hindi siya mahirap gawin. Naisip ko na pwede itong maging marangyang retirement plan namin pagdating ng araw. So sa kwento ko sa mga kasama ko sa barko, at sa ilang kaibigan na naghahanap din ng solusyon sa problemang pinansyal na kanilang hinaharap sa ngayon. Sabi ko, huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa. Nasa Diyos ang awa pero nasa atin ang gawa. Pero hindi nagtatapos doon ang biyaya dahil maganda ang resulta ng aming online business. At nabigyan kami ng magandang libreng bakasyon grande ng isang kumpanya sa Boracay at all expense paid. Isang sobrang pasasalamat at blessing po talaga. Imagine lang ilang taon akong nasa cruise line, hindi kami napagbakasyon ng ganito. Parang yan na labis naming na-enjoy. Parang second honeymoon ulit. Ang sarap po ba, di ba? Pag uwi namin nung March, galing sa Boracay, sa airport, may nakakwentuhan po kaming isang artista. At ito po yung pinaka medyo masaklap dahil COVID, ito na po yung March po ito yung pagpasok ng pandemic sa atin nakakwentuhan po namin yung isang artista at pagkaraan ng ilang araw, kami ni Mrs. parehas po kami medyo nakaramdam po ng symptoms at nabalitaan po namin na yung nakakwentuhan naming artista nagpositibo dito sa virus na to, sa COVID. At pagkalipas ng ilang araw, siya ay namatay. So, yung symptoms na nakitang katawan namin, na masakit ang lalamunan, nawala ng pang-amoy at panlasa. So, sakto lahat. So, napaisip ako, pati ang mga taong nakahalubilo namin, gaya ng kaibigan namin si Mr. and Mrs. Otara, then yung pangatlong anak namin at isang pinsan namin, ay nagka-symptoms din na pareho din namin. Mahaba ng matindi lalo na nalaman ko na marami nang namamatay na sa virus na ito. At nung nalaman kong mahal pala, lampas milyon ang gagastusin kong pagpapagamot sa pag-positive ka sa virus. So, 4 kami sa pamilya, medyo malaki-laking gastusin, mga 5 milyon pag pinenta mo. Pag nagkataon, talagang mapapaiyak ka. Matinding dasal uli sa Panginoon upang kami ay gabayan. Pinahiwang kami ng aming mga kasama sa negosyo na uminom agad ng wonder molecule. At para panlaban sa virus, maganda daw po kasi ito. Tinodo namin ang pag-inom ng mga kapsula, pati yung liquid na wonder molecule, trinay din po namin. Nagulat kami sa loob ng 3 araw, umigi po ang katawan namin, nawala ang mga symptoms, at tinuloy-tuloy po rin namin ang pag-inom ng gamot dahil hanggang sa ngayon, napakahusay po talaga ng wonder molecule. Gumaling po ang misis ko, yung anak ko, pati po yung pinsan namin, ganun din po, at yung mga kaibigan namin. Parang isang himala ang wonder molecule sa buhay namin. Hindi lang kami sa kabuhayan na tulungan, pati na rin sa aming kalusugan. At salamat sa Diyos na kami ay pinakinggan ng Panginoon at talagang napakabuti po niya. At yun lang po at marami pong salamat.
Wow.
Maraming salamat, Bernie.
Wow. That's so phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
Phenomenal.
Sir Bernie, that was so good. Very awesome sharing. Talagang na-touch din ako dun sa the way you pray. Saka the way you handle things, talagang napakaganda.
Yes, Sermon. Napakahirap po sa panahon ngayon.
So, before anything else, kasi napaka-exciting ito pag-usapan natin itong Mapette, but let's have a break. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because Dr. Dungog will also help share, and then we can, before we wind up. Okay, thanks. And Mapette, we'll have a break, right? Okay.
Yes. Let's have a break, but don't stay tuned. Don't go away.
Hello, Mapette.
Mon, since we're
Wala na
about
pala
to close,
time.
yeah, maybe we can ask, talagang kulang yung time natin para kay Dr. Dungog, but maybe we can ask
Oo.
or answer one question from him, no?
Maybe just, yeah, because we don't
Sa
anymore have
ating
time. No?
listeners.
Yeah, just one lang siguro. And maybe we can ask
Okay.
Doc only one question and then we can end up now. We have only 1 minute, Doc.
Right.
So
Dapat palang
maybe
ulitin.
maybe just the question is, Doc, how come this wonder molecule is not being advised in our government yet?
Okay. I don't know. I really, when I don't know how it, but in Russia, it was approved with the Ministry of Health and Social Development. So it's because they really made an extensive study on it. But it was not used as a medication. It was used as an add-on for immunorehab, meaning it just it was cost effective. I think Russia approved it because it was cost effective in terms of cutting down the hospital stay, the duration of the treatment that we give, because the immune system really has a big role in any kind of problem or disease in terms of recovery. So if you use it in the preventive side, yes, you can avoid. Just like the testimony a while ago, I have seen that effect for the past 10 years because it's not only COVID ang medyo maldito na virus, no? There are a lot of viruses who have more or less the same para bang the same as virulent, no? But the only thing is if you are just well prepared, if the body of the immune system, then I think hindi tayo mahirapan na i-eliminate yun. Okay. Siguro we need more, kaya nga I think we just need to have some good studies. And I think in Mexico now, and if I'm correct, no, you can Google, you can look into the existing studies now. They are now recruiting with COVID to be given this wonder molecule. So they're not using the realizable leukocyte extract, and that is the scientific term for it. Finally, I mean,
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So, Doc, that's a very nice conclusive statement, and thank you so much for all the time you've given Healthline and to all our followers and audience. So, Doc, maybe we'll have another part 3 with you soon.
Oo, kulang.
Kulang,
Pwede ka bang
kulang
regular,
talaga.
Doc?
So now, magpapaalam na tayo, Mapette. Dr. Dungog will
Oo. On that note,
say
we should
goodbye to our
on
audience.
that note, we should
On that
yes,
note.
on that note, we should stay positive in our
Yes.
hearts and spirit. Let's have hope that we can deal with our problems, as Dr. Dungog has said, and that this pandemic will be over soon because God is bigger than our problem. Right?
Right. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. See you again on Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. God bless you all.
Here at TNC Healthline. For a new and healthier you.